discussion on security attacks that are possible on any resources of a network. We saw the definition of attack and some of the types of attacks in previous video of security attacks part 1. We discussed on masquerade attack, traffic analysis, sniffing, spoofing, message modification, replay attack and man in the middle attack. In today's session, we will discuss about denial of service attack, distributed denial of service attack, backdoor and trapdoor, phishing attack and SQL injection. So the next attack that we are going to discuss is denial of service. Denial of service is generally referred as DOS. DOS is an attack in which actions are taken to prevent authorized individuals from accessing a system or its resources, the data which is stored and the network to which the individual is connected. In DOS attack, after gaining the access to the network, what can an attacker do? Here are some of the activities of the attacker which might be performed after the unauthorized access after denial of service attack. In that, first one is it deviates the attention of system so that they cannot see the intrusion that is being performed by the attacker, and by doing this the attacker can again perform many other attacks on the system while the system stuff is deviated. Second one is attacker sends invalid data to the applications or network services, and due to that the application will be terminated or the behavior of the application or services will no longer be efficient, and this is how the attacker will decrease the efficiency of a service. The next is attacker will flood the computer or the entire network with message traffic, and attacker will do this activity until the computer or network is shut down due to the overload. Last one is traffic blocking. In this, the attacker will block the traffic coming inside and going outside of a network or service, and due to this blocking, the authorized person will no longer be able to use the services or applications of a network even if he or she is an authorized user. DOS can be performed in 3 ways. First one, it consumes the resources of a computer, that is bandwidth, disk space or CPU time. Second one, by disrupting the configuration information, for example the changes in routing information of a message or packet by an attacker can delay the packet arrival time, and also sometimes it may cause packet loss. Third one, it disrupts the physical network component, that is changing the physical components of a computer. Now to defend the activities of a DOS by an attacker, the network administrator will require to check the log of each and every drop or discarded packets to identify that there is no unusual packet loss going on in the network. Next is distributed denial of service attack. A distributed denial of service attack is an attempt to do the malicious activities in a network or computer and disrupt the normal traffic of a target server, computer, service or the whole network by overwhelming the target or its surrounding network infrastructure with a flood of some unusual internet traffic. DDoS attack achieve effectiveness by using multiple computer systems as sources to attack one particular single target. Third one is backdoor and trapdoor. A backdoor is a malware type that uses normal authentication procedures to access a system. As a result, the remote access is granted to resources within an application such as databases, file servers, giving attackers the ability to remotely issue the system commands and update any malware in that particular computer. That was backdoor attack. Next attack that we will be discussing is phishing attack. Phishing is an attack in which the attacker attempts to obtain sensitive information from a user by disguising an authorized user in an email or instant message. Attacker can get information such as username, password, credit card numbers and details about user's bank account. This received message or email which is received by the user attracts the user to go to a website which seems to be a valid and legitimate website, but it is not actually owned by the valid organization. And by doing this, the attacker asks the user to send information so that it can do attacks using those information. The attacker can send a link to the user and inform the user that their account has faced a breach and instruct them to click in the email so that it can be verified that the account is not being compromised. If the individual clicks the link in the email, then they will be directed to a website which looks like controlled by a valid organization, but actually it is controlled by the attacker. So this is how phishing actually works. Next attack is SQL injection. SQL injection is a code injection technique which is used to attack any data-driven application in which malicious SQL statements are inserted into an entry field for execution of the attack. SQL injection must exploit a security vulnerability in an application's software. For example, when user input is either incorrectly filtered for string characters which are embedded in SQL statement, or user input is not strongly typed and unexpectedly the query is being executed by the user, then due to this SQL injection is mostly known as an attack on a website. But SQL injection can also be used to attack any type of SQL database also. SQL injection allows any attacker to spoof the identity, tamper the existing data and cause reputation issues such as null or void transactions from sender to receiver. Changing the account balances is also included in this. Destroy the data or otherwise make data unavailable to the authorized user. And attacker becomes the administrator of database server, which can lead to denial of services to the valid users. So this video was part 2 for the network security attacks containing major types of attacks on network. To summarize this video, I will share some questions. In that, first one is, what is DOS? Second, DDoS is applied on a whole network or service to disrupt its functionalities, whether it is true or false. Third one, what is phishing? Fourth, SQL injection is not applicable on database server, whether it is true or false. Fifth one, backdoor attacks perform normal authentication procedure to perform the attack, whether it is true or false. Stay connected for more videos and do like, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you.